Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more compact Claustrophobia. I'm joined, of course, by Janky Nick. How's it going, man?
Hello, everybody. It's going very well. Thank you, Isaac. How are you?
I, Nick, am pretty good, and I'm about to be even better. Nick, I love a hot, fresh, steamy poop first thing in the morning, man. It gets me going, you know?
From the angle that I was looking when you pulled that out, Isaac, I was like, oh, has he got, maybe some lovely onion soup? Has he got a lovely large peach? But no, it's actually you bettered my expectations, Isaac. You've got a lovely large hit the censor button. There we go. That was close enough.
You can't spring that on me, man. The censor button's like just out of arm's reach. I had to lean over to hit the button.
The censor button is like booby trapped with killer bees and something like that.
I do like to think that I have a large peach though, man. So thanks for that. But
yeah, no, you've got a lovely large peach, Isaac. I'll use the emojis as well, just for effect next time I bring it up.
Nick, welcome back, of course, to Modern Minecraft. So I believe, Nick, that at the very end of the last stream, you were, Thanos style, gathering all of the Infinity Stones required to pull together and combine to make a system, Nick, that is going to allow us to produce DESH in the eventual, I'm losing my train of thought here, with the eventual goal, of course, being that we can make DESH pickaxes that we can hit against the wall to make the Hopstitute graphite ingots, or Hopstitute graphite, which we can then put into our arc furnace with our hop graphite dust to make more hop graphite ingots, therefore giving us more diamond nuggets, allowing us to make more refined storage stuff and expand our base indefinitely. I believe that is where we're at.
Yes. I left all of these machines, it's all coming back to me now, in the system, Isaac. So just in case you wanted to do it while we were away. So everything is available. Hint. We're having words with you after this stream, Isaac, about your homework. You don't do the homework.
See me after class,
Isaac.
Homework's a weird one, right? Like, how do you feel about homework, man? Are you a fan?
I bloody hate homework. I'm so glad Isaac don't have homework anymore. Homework was the bane of my life, Isaac, because I was always, as a child and as an adolescent, I always thought, God, I can't wait till I'm an adult and I don't have to do homework. But now, Isaac, I actually have to do homework.
Yeah,
instead,
exactly.
As homework. So actually nothing's changed, Isaac, which emphasizes my hatred for homework and homework, right?
Yeah, that's true, man. It's a weird thing though, right? Like, I don't know, we had different educational backgrounds, but for me, there were in like high school, there were some classes that were like ranked. It's a weird way to put it, but like
sets,
they'd have sets, right?
Yeah. Sets.
So being the turbo nerd that I am, I would be in like the top set for maths, right? I know, right? Not to brag too much about my massive, not to turbo flex.
Not to flex your massive brain.
Chat has seen me, perform mental arithmetic on this stream often enough to know that my brain is very normal sized.
It's huge. All right.
And then there were other like classes, right? Like French that were mixed ability, right? So the people you were just put in there at random, right? There was no like rhyme or reason for who was in what thing. And it was always it seemed like the higher up you went in the class rankings, the less homework you got. Like in the highest thing for maths, the teacher just never gave homework, man. I loved it.
Really?
It was brilliant. Yeah, she was just like, come back next time and
what the hell?
Know what you're doing,
next time, like Tesco Express. Like, what the hell?
Thanks for coming in. Give us a 5-star review on the way out. She had a little tip jar. I slipped a $5 in there. No.
All right. Okay. So she was like, listen there, mi casa. You put the $5 in the tip jar. You don't get homework. I see how it was, Isaac. Jeez, this guy. I bet you all the fellow classmates were bloody putting in coins into this jar, winking, saying, "Oh, thanks, miss." Don't set us homework next week. And then she'd be like, "Oh yeah, by my own accord, I'm not going to set you any homework next week."
Yeah.
And
like
while you're at it, donate some more tips. It's like us on here, man.
Yeah, and I had like the same thing in like. Do you have all the machines, by the way?
I've just taken them out. Yeah.
Okay. We need to start lining up in this compact machine, man.
Right. Okay. Can I get a quick summary of what we need, just in case I've failed to pull out anything?
Well, if you come on in, Nick, you've got a wireless point anyway. You don't have to be in the main room to access your stuff, right?
Yeah.
But basically, we just need to work backwards from unrefined DESH, right?
Oh,
so if you want to drop, I'll make a cache real quick for the final product here.
Yeah.
Which we can drop down, let's say, right about here.
Okay.
And then if you want to put the alloy furnace, like, next to that.
Okay, I was going to ask if it's directly adjacent or one away. So one away. And then for the rest of the machines, is it directly adjacent or are we
always one away?
Piping?
So
always
nothing from, nothing from nuclear craft can auto-eject. So you always have to have a single pipe away. You can work, up and across the wall here, because I think you might have to go, in two directions, if that makes sense. Like one way for
I see.
the cubic boron nitride, another way. Although I guess the hot graphite dust is already being made, right? It's just elsewhere.
Yes, that will be made in the industrial squeezer.
That's the one. Yeah, we've got the whole tree farming setup ready for that, man. Don't you worry.
Sure. Okay, so that can just come in.
Yeah, while you work on this, man, I'm gonna work on getting us the stuff from refined storage that we need to auto-craft boron spaxel hose to fully automate our tree farm, because that's currently something that's not fully automated. I keep having to manually make new boron spaxel hose, right? And it's a pain in the backside, man. So I'm gonna work on that. Also, I moved this giant compact machine that you're currently in so that it can access power.
Oh, right, okay, I see.
Like, it was in this bottom corner, but now it's over near one of these fancy new redstone energy flux ducts. So it's able to get, the full bandwidth of power coming from our reactor.
Yeah, I understand. That's very good. Yeah, okay. So we're getting. I think we need it as well, man. Especially if we're going to. I mean, I don't know what the scope is of this, but if we're going to be putting, speed and energy upgrades in these bad boys, like, we're going to be using unbelievable amounts of power.
Yes,
Isaac.
many amounts.
Many a power.
Many a power. So many powers.
Power.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe, man. You wouldn't believe.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone in the Twitch chat said teachers don't want to do stuff either. Good students don't need much work. I mean, maybe that's the case, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it, like, I obviously was never complaining, right, about the lack of homework. But, like, at the same time, I don't know. I just didn't get it, really. I was just like, yeah, fine. I'll take no homework.
Well, I bet you. Well, we discussed this last time or the time before, Isaac. You freaking, were the kind of person who do the extra tasks, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want to.
Here we go.
I need to defend my honor a little bit, right? Because, like, yes, in class, I would, voluntarily complete extra tasks, right? Because I was a massive nerd and still am. Yeah. But at the same time, I wasn't one to be like, miss, you forgot to set homework.
Like,
I wasn't going like insane.
I was going to ask. I was going to be like, were you one of those people that always said, "Ooh, miss, I hate my life. I like doing homework. Set me more homework so I can concentrate on that."
I refuse to believe, Nick, that after the age of like 9 that those people exist. I don't think they do. I think they
existed, bro.
I think they're fake people, man.
They're fake people. They were planted by the school to be acting as scapegoats.
They're like AI children. They don't exist.
Exactly, Isaac. Exactly. Oh, yes. Someone made Danish in the chat. Even at uni, yes, even at uni. I think it was more rife when I was at university
that makes
as well.
But at that point, like, you're paying to be there, right? At that point, like, if I think you have more of a leg to stand on if you are paying for the education, right? Like, obviously, taxes or whatever, everyone's always paying for the education. But, like, it's a different, right? It's different, right? Like, if you go somewhere and if you go to an event and it's a free event and they happen to have, like, a buffet, right? They got free food. You're not going to walk over and be like, hey, where's the steak, right? But if you go out for a meal and you order steak and they bring you, like, bread, you're going to be like, hey, I ordered steak, what the heck? So I can understand, and this analogy might be getting away from me, but I can understand why, in university, when you're paying so much to be there, people might be like, hey, where's the homework, dog? That's what I'm here for. I crave it.
You just got me thinking about steak now, man. Like, I lost you at bread.
Yeah, you lost when I mentioned the event with free food. You were like, "Ooh, I need to find out where this is."
But I got the poop in my inventory, or lack of it actually, and then just staring hopefully.
Like, that's my kind of event. I need to figure out where these free buffet events are at.
No, yeah. Where do I need to go gate crash a wedding or something, man, and get some free food, and they'll be like, "Who are you?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I'm the photographer's dog's son's mate." That's what they always say.
The photographer's dog's son's mate. Oh.
And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you. I remember the photographer's dog saying you'll be here." Oh. That's when he just hit his brain.
All right. How's that wall coming, man?
So I've put some machines down, Isaac.
Yeah. Are they down in the order specified by the JEI?
Well, I think so. The problem is, when it's split, right? Everything gets a bit manic. So let's see. So crystallizer, yeah, that's sorted. Then chemical reactor A. And there's
yeah, look at this.
Chemical reactor for this and a chemical reactor for this. Right. So that's there. So chemical reactor for the one thing and the chemical reactor for the other thing, either side. Are you were you having a look at it?
Yeah, I popped in real quick and it's something, man.
It's something, isn't it, man? Okay. So then if we go to this one, it needs water and diborane, which needs another chemical reactor, which is there? No, that's an electrolyzer. No, maybe we can use this chemical reactor. Okay, here we go. All right.
You got this, man. I believe.
I think that's correct.
Okay, I've made a pattern grid that I've placed down. I've also made a crafter. I've made a crafting upgrade. I need to make an exporter, and I need to real quick teach our system how to make boron pickaxes, as well as boron shovels, along with boron axes, and boron hoes, and also boron swords. And then finally, of course, the actual boron spaxel hoe, which requires one more pattern. That is completely fine, although it does appear that we're all out of quartz-enriched iron. However, Nick, we have like a ridiculous amount of both iron ingots and nether quartz at this point, so I'm very happy to report that's not going to be a problem for us.
Excellent, Isaac. Excellent.
Boom.
Yes, we are seriously producing. Oh, sorry, we are producing serious amounts of all those things, which is very good. I'm just kind of like trying to get around this. Here we go. So ammonia, yeah, that's fine. Chemical reactor, yeah, that's in. Hydrogen. We just need an electrolyzer. Okay, so that's fine. And the nitrogen, we just need a nitrogen collector. Okay.
Someone in the Twitch chat said, I'm imagining Nick staring furiously at Isaac's paint flow chart.
Now, that's homework I've not done. Can confirm.
I think that got edited out of the YouTube edit, unsurprisingly.
Oh, did it? Aww.
It was like
Isaac.
it was like a 20-minute segment. It was
a 20-minute segment. It was absolutely unreal.
What is this? Why not put it here, you psychopath?
I can put that there. Oh, yeah, that's quite cute, actually, isn't it? That's why there's two of us, all right?
Yeah, it's, humans work better together, man.
Exactly, man, exactly.
Occasionally.
Right. Occasionally. Right, hold on. Okay, so that's that bit done. Now the next bit. Right, here we go. Ammonia. Oh, no, that's... Oh, Christ. Okay, no, that's ammonia. Now we need boric acid. And that's just a chemical reactor, which requires water and diborane. And diborane is... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ. Just another chemical reactor, maybe?
Yeah, do bear in mind, Nick. Do keep your bears in mind.
Yeah.
All these machines have to be powered.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you're planning on, like, putting a not a flux duct here, like an item duct here, we've still got to get a flux duct to this machine. And ideally, we don't want to have to, like, e.g., for example, if you had this, we don't want to be doing, like, this, right?
No.
To get power to places. So,
we
I mean, if you wanted it to be horrible, we could just do this. But at the same time, that is horrible.
Yeah, well, alternatively, we can bring the machines forward and put the flux ducts behind them.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's just the slightly more difficult thing. And also, don't forget, Nick, if you walk up close with an empty hand, you can just shift right click to pick up and move stuff.
Pick them up. So I'm thinking, okay,
Here's some flux ducts.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
More should be very easy to make in the system, by the way. You should be able to just shift click them in, I think.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so let me just do... Right. Let's do like that, and then let's do that, and then here we go. Oh okay, yeah. Oh no, that works. Oh no, that's exactly. I'm exactly at square one. Right. Don't worry about this, Isaac. Don't worry about this.
Okay, I'm gonna head into chopping and flopping. Originally I was thinking of doing like 4. Ooh, what's slowing this down now? Oh, gotta stop having that in my offhand chat. It makes it so much more difficult to actually get anything done. Chopping and flopping. What is the problem over here? We are out of slag.
Oh,
what? Oh my!
Don't anger me like that, Isaac. I'm going to be putting in a report to HR.
That makes sense because right now we're only getting slag as a byproduct of our steel production, and so whenever we're like, if we fill up on steel or if we back up on steel or if we stop making steel, we're not making slag actively, right? It's only being made passively as a byproduct of that. However,
I'm assuming it still gets used up, right?
The slag does, because the slag is being used to make the phytogrow, which is being used to grow our trees, which is then being used to make charcoal, etc., etc., etc. So what we can do, though, is we can use, I'm pretty sure, an induction smelter to like synthesize slag in an unnatural fashion.
Oh, right. Tell me more.
I'm pretty sure that if you put, I think it's cobblestone and sand into an induction smelter. Yeah, so 1 sand and 2 cobblestone in an induction smelter makes stone bricks, but the byproduct is a 100% chance to get slag. So basically, if we make a cobblestone generator and use that cobblestone generator to also automate production of sand, via pulverizers, we can then send all the cobblestone and sand from that cobblestone generator into an induction smelter, and we can just essentially infinitely synthesize slag.
Yeah, that's actually quite easy as well from the sounds of it. So... just, it's a simple 2-block powered process, isn't it, Isaac?
Yeah, it's very, very straightforward. The Danish editor in the Twitch chat says Isaac HR just called. They've got an anonymous complaint from a coworker. They've telling you've been calling them a slag. Can you explain?
Yeah, it's because they heard us saying this slag is very doable, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it is. It's very doable.
It's very doable. All you got to do
is combine the cobblestone and the sand.
It's a simple process. And then, next thing we knew, Isaac, we had people on our ass. So
yeah.
It's miscommunication sometimes.
Can't win these days, man.
No, exactly.
Political correctness gone mad is what is madness.
Exactly. Greta Thunberg, am I right? She freaking, holy crap. I don't know if you've seen this. She has a video of her singing bloody Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, Isaac. Like in a concert at a bloody global summit. And she was singing it with some guy. And this crowd was going mad for her, Isaac. I'm not joking. I was watching it. I was in like Euston Station in London yesterday, and I was watching it in like utter disbelief. I could not believe it. It was awful. I was so angry.
Yeah. Oh man, that's something, man.
Yeah, man, it was something. It was incredible. Like, and I also wanted to cry, like major tears. So yeah, that's. Has anyone else seen it? No. Fair enough. Maybe it was a private solo concert just for me.
Just for you.
But yeah, no, there was these crowds, and they were going nuts.
People like a bit of Greta, every now and then.
They were like, yeah, screaming, shouting. I was thinking, holy crap.
Do you like the bass song there? Rick Astley's
Never Gonna Give You Up. Yeah, it's a decent song,
Yeah, you got.
If it wasn't just, completely and utterly just
overplayed.
Yeah, and like troll overplayed as well.
For sure.
I'd be into it.
So you don't have it on like one of your title playlists?
No, unfortunately not.
That's a shame. You don't have like a cheesy bangers playlist that you
no, God,
that you use for.
I know enough people who play that garbage, Isaac. So,
you delegate that to friends and coworkers.
Exactly. I was actually walking around Birmingham this morning. I had a day off work today, Isaac. I had to get my car MOT'd, so I dropped it off at the garage, and I was walking to like a place that I usually go to get a coffee, and there was this basically like a questionable character in the street with like a big boombox, right? Who was like shouting at people and like jamming out with his boombox. And all of this would have been fairly standard. Apart from the fact that the song blasting out of this guy's boombox, he was definitely on something, was Taylor Swift's Trouble.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I was like, you know what? If you're going to be playing anything, back that. You get my approval.
Yeah. She knew you were trouble when you walked in, man.
I mean, maybe he could relate, Isaac. That's why he was playing it. Or I guess in his case, he was trouble when he walked out because he was just outside in public. But yeah, no, that was quite fun.
Yeah, you were a big fan of Swifty's Red album?
Yeah. Was that all were those like the
I think that's Trouble. I think
the modern classics, Isaac.
I think it depends. I think there were two modern classic albums, honestly. Red is a very popular one. I'm pretty sure Trouble is on there. I'm pretty sure like 22 is on there.
Yeah.
Some of her more modern classics, like Shake It Off, are from her 1984 album, not released in that year, but named after the year.
Is that the one that's like it's got like a white themed album?
Yeah.
It's a very light album cover. Yeah, I remember the one.
Not to be confused with a more recent light album cover, Lovers, Nick.
Yeah, and not to be confused with any of Taylor's versions, which
of course, coming soon.
Coming soon. Of all of these, maybe, allegedly.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, I was on the old internet while I was getting this coffee, waiting for my car, Isaac, and I was looking at Apple's new Apple Music voice plan, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You swear you can only ask Siri.
Not an ad, by the way.
Not an ad. No, well, as you're about to find out, this is not an ad.
It sounded just like the setup to an ad. I was walking around today and I was talking about Apple's brand new light plan.
Said, oh, I really want to listen to Trouble by Taylor Swift. And then Siri out of nowhere was just like, guess what, bro? If you pay half price, you just get to ask me and only ask me. And I was like, huh? And Siri was like, yeah, you heard. And I was like, okay, Siri, please can you play Trouble by Taylor Swift? And then she said, okay, calling your mum. Nice. And then I was like, no, Siri, please don't do that. Please play Trouble by Taylor Swift. And then Siri said, okay, here's what I found on the internet. And it was at that moment, Isaac, that I realized that it is just Siri. And Siri never listens, Isaac.
Changed. Yeah, Siri, I don't know if you heard it. My Siri watch just piped up a minute ago, like well, we weren't talking to it, but it piped up and was like, that's what I thought, or something like that.
Dear.
It's a pain in the backside, man.
Dear.
Yeah.
I asked, I was actually playing around with my, I got Philips Hue system recently, right? And I've got it hooked up to my... I don't think you mentioned it. I've got it hooked up to my Google Nest speaker.
Of course,
and I was like, okay, I was playing around. I was like, oh, I wonder if I can like set the scene, right? If I'm back, I'm chilling. So I just said, hey, Google, set a romantic scene. And instead of like dimming the lights, or like changing the color to like a dark pink or purple, the speaker just started singing to me. And I'm not on about like, it didn't start playing a song, Isaac. She actually just started singing to me. It was amazing.
Nice.
I couldn't believe it.
That's incredible.
So there you go. If I've just set loads of people's nests off by saying that, enjoy.
Do they call it a Nest, or is it just called the Google Home now?
It's called it was called a Google Home speaker.
Yeah.
But now it's called a Google, there's two, right? There's the Nest Mini, which is what I have because I got it for free. And then if you want the bigger one, it's the Google Nest Audio. That's what I call it.
Of course.
Yeah. So, there you go. Just a bit of marketing with Nick. But also a bit of branding with Nick.
Also, do you want to mention Apple's new colors of HomePod you can get, Nick?
Oh,
maybe?
yeah, you can get different colors of those as well. And I thought, God, they all look awful, apart from the black and white one. Oh, dear. The only time I can imagine, I mean, obviously I'm sure loads of people get different colors, but the only time I do it is if like I was kitting out like someone's reception, like business reception.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
They'd be like, oh, we'll get one that matches your brand or something like that.
You do that a lot. You often getting out people's reception areas.
Yeah, it's just a side job, Isaac.
I don't ask. I'm not entirely sure what you do outside of YouTube for work, Nick. But I didn't think it was
now you
office
do,
decoration.
Thanks for giving me that top tip. I'm so glad.
Anytime.
Thanks, man. Right, God, this is really breaking my brain. Okay, so I'm going to focus on.
You're still working on the wall.
Yeah, well, I've brought everything forward now, so now I'm back on the machine placement. So ammonia is
bad for you.
Is bad for you. Yes, don't inhale it. Boric acid is
probably also
water.
Bad for you.
Probably also bad for you. Yeah. Right. All right. I see what's going on. I think this is fine.
Said with all the confidence of somebody who does not think this is fine.
I think a melter goes somewhere here as well. I'm just going to place that down as well.
I think this is fine.
Yeah, it's like that meme, right, with the dog in the fire, right? Everything is fine. Oh dear.
Right,
gosh, I think I've placed everything down, man. I'm just going to connect stuff up.
Okay.
And just hope, right? Hope that this works. So let me just get a load of item ducts and a load of servos. I'm assuming that's the best way to do all of this. Okay, here we go.
Okay. So I've done the automation bit. Like I've set up the exporter over in chopping and flopping over here. I put on like a chest, so we now have a chest that. So like what I was going to say, I think earlier, is that I was going to make one exporter for each auto clicker, and then put a crafting card for each one. But then it occurred to me that that's like a lot of diamond nuggets, and so instead what I've done is I made one exporter with one crafting card that is exporting to a chest, and then I'm pulling from that chest to all of the auto clickers. So basically, at any given time, we're going to have a buffer of 27 boron spaxel hose. Although I guess actually, if we don't want to waste our stuff, I can like just we'll waste our stuff. That's fine.
Yeah, just waste it. Don't worry about it.
So
it's fine.
We'll have a buffer of 27 boron spaxel hose. So hopefully, anytime one of the boron spaxel hose breaks in a given auto clicker, a new one will be pulled out of that chest, and then the refined storage system will make a new one, send it to the chest to replenish the buffer, and everything should continue to work, indefinitely. The thing I'm doing right now is trying to make sure that all of the Again, it's a cascading, Russian doll, never-ending nest of problems, right? Of systems, I guess. Because while we set up, we set up the hop graphite, but to get the hop graphite, you need the charcoal. To get the charcoal, you need the wood. To get the wood, you need the spaxel hose. And now, obviously, I've set up the automation for the boron spaxel hose, but we now also have to make sure that we always have in the system stuff to make the boron spaxel hose, right? So I'm currently working. I've just put an external storage down on a new cache that I've put down for sticks. So I'm making sticks actively, right, for our pickaxes. I've basically put a new cache down as a buffer for sticks, and I'm going to put an external storage on that so our system can use those sticks to make the pickaxes and the axes and the shovels and the swords and the spaxel hose. And then on top of that, we're also going to have to automate the smelting of boron into boron ingots so that, again, it can always make the stuff. And at that point, Nick, then and only then, I think we will have finally fully automated wood.
God, as if we're still doing that crap. Oh, yes, this is the age-old problem, isn't it? The boron spaxel hose. Yeah, it's just one of them, isn't it, Isaac? Where it's just it's not easy, Isaac. It's not easy. It's not easy. A lot. Okay.
Let's check out what's going on here. How's
what's
life
up?
going? Oh yeah,
hi.
It's good.
So this one requires water and diborani, and diborani needs molten boron and hydrogen, and boron is being.
And you set this up in such a way that like the hydrogen can go to two places, yeah? Because there's more than one place that needs hydrogen, I think.
Right. And what the hydrogen is the electrolyzer, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Let's have a look. Here, because so boric acid requires dibrine, which requires hydrogen. And then ammonia also requires hydrogen. So the hydrogen has to come out of the electrolyzer and go to two separate locations. Alternatively, you could make a second electrolyzer.
Right. Okay.
Also, if you look, there's if you just type in infinite,
Mm-hmm.
there are infinite water source blocks from nuclear craft that you can just put
okay.
next to those electrolyzers to give them water.
That's really nice, actually. Okay, that's useful.
Yes.
We'll figure it out. Potentially, maybe,
possibly one day.
Possibly one day. So the melter. What does the melter? Bloody hell!
It sounds like it's all falling apart, man.
Bloody hell! Right, hold on. So this is where. So it's the two things. It's the boric acid and the ammonia. I'm going to save those instead of coming back to this every time because you can save liquids. Brilliant. Okay. Let's focus on just the ammonia. So the ammonia needs nitrogen and hydrogen. The nitrogen comes from the collector, which is down. The hydrogen comes from the electrolyzer, which is down. Okay. Yeah. So this bit is that bit is fine.
Okay.
I think the ammonia. Oh, sorry, the nitrogen. Oh, no, both of them. Both of them is fine, maybe, perhaps. So now let's focus on the boric acid. Now, the boric acid requires water, which is obviously fine, and diborane. Now, the diborane needs hydrogen, so that's why you said it needs an electrolyzer, and molten boron. So that just requires the melter, and we're going to put the thing in it, right?
Yeah.
Right, so this is also quite interesting, because I think when it comes to the ammonia, we have kind of said that the hydrogen requires another chemical reactor with water and diborane, but actually you can also just use the electrolyzer because part of the electrolyzer's outputs, if you put water in, is hydrogen.
Yeah, but that hydrogen is needed in two places.
Yes.
And the electrolyzer is painfully slow.
Right.
Although, so, this, how big brain do we want to try and be with this, Nick? If you come out into the main room.
Right. Yeah.
And by big brain, I mean horrible brain. In the back right corner here, we have an electrolyzer, right?
Oh, right, okay.
And this electrolyzer, that's because the fluid infuser here uses blizz powder and oxygen to create infinite blizz rods, right? So right here we have hydrogen that's just being deleted. Like this machine is set to delete excess hydrogen because we only need oxygen for this setup, right? So it's quite possible that if we like move this setup into the other compact machine, like into the big, blue boy, that we could kind of hijack this hydrogen here for one of those two processes.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I know.
Because again, if you look inside of this, Nick, with one speed and one energy upgrade, you'll see how slow it is.
No, yeah, that is quite slow, isn't it?
It's painfully slow.
Yeah.
And it's one of those machines that as soon as you start to put like any speed and energy upgrades into it,
just go off the roof with
it goes
power.
out of the stratosphere, man.
Okay.
Like from 80 to 120, from 120 to 160. Like you want to make it, let's say we put 10 of each in. It's still not very fast, but it's already up to 440 FE per tick. You're like,
yeah, it's one of them kind of situations, isn't it?
Yeah, the bad kind of, situation.
Oh Christ. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Right.
I think we should not do that.
not do what? Sorry.
Move that setup in here.
You don't think?
I mean, we can.
It's just the alternative is that you either have to make another electrolyzer, or we live with the fact that this is so slow that it's unusable.
Yeah, I'll make another electrolyzer.
Surely it's easier to just move the one we have.
Okay, hold on. So we got the electrolyzer
over
back
here. Yeah.
And so that needs to be moved then along with...
We need to move the electrolyzer, the fluid infuser, the pulverizer, and the two things attached, the two caches attached to the fluid, the pulverizer. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5 machines.
Okay.
Like we wouldn't have to take the accumulator with us because presumably we're going to set up another infinite water source inside of that machine anyway, right? For the
yes,
other thing, right?
Yes.
Nick, I'll move this. You keep doing what you're doing.
All right. Thanks, man. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Okay, so
we talk
that's...
about like a BuzzFeed article, right? Like, top 5 things, he wants you to say.
All right, I'll move those 5 things in that room for you.
Number 1. I mean, I guess to be fair, I'll do it for you. It's probably one of the things that most people, in any kind of relationship want to hear, right?
Very true. That's very true.
No matter what it is, Whether
exactly.
it's, making spaghetti or, mowing a lawn or
I
moving
bloody mowed a
electrolyzer.
lawn for the first time in like 15 years last week.
I thought you were going to say for the first time ever, Nick. I was going to be like, come on, man.
When I was little, I used to help my mum do it. You have to press like a little thing on the handle to make it go so that it doesn't, take off on its own accord. Like I used to help press that and like move it around. And that's why our garden when I was little always looked absolutely terrible.
Right. So this electrolyzer is feeding into this chemical reactor. This is all making diberane, right?
So this one, let me just double check for you.
Or is it making boric acid?
Yes, this one is making ammonia.
Oh,
Isaac, this one is making ammonia.
So where are we making diberane at?
So diberane. So I've got 4 chemical reactors in total. One of them is making aforementioned ammonia.
Yeah.
Now the next thing we need is boric acid. So we require one of those to actually put together the boric acid. Right?
Okay, and then I'm assuming this chemical reactor is where they come together to make boron nitric solution. So I assume that the one above that is making. Oh no! Whoa! Hold on. So we've got hydrogen over here, nitrogen down here. These come together to make the ammonia gas.
Correct.
Yes. Okay, which is a gas but also a liquid. That's fine. Then the ammonia needs to be combined with boric acid. So the ammonia is being made in here. So this chemical reactor here in the middle is where the two combine, right?
Okay, yes. All right. Yes, that's correct.
So then they need to go to a crystallizer, which is down here, and then the pressurizer, and then the alloy furnace. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that means here, this chemical reactor is making is it boric acid?
Boric acid,
which
yes.
is water and diberane. So the top
one's making diberane.
Is making diberane.
You've actually cleared it up for me as well. So
okay.
At least that reassures me that I've put this down somewhat correctly.
We need signs just on the front, like this is making diberane.
Yeah, literally. But it's probably a good idea, man. Just for like trying to get our heads around this. That's terrible.
It's a lot of machinery, right?
It is. Isn't
there's a horrible. Like I don't know if we're gonna do the challenges in this mod pack, but if you go to quests and if you go to challenges, the challenge quest line, right? It's like the 5th one down.
Yeah.
The top quest is picky eater, and I think we've maybe done this before. If you type in S''MO, the more s'mores double sminget.
I remember this.
Is required to make milk chocolate. Milk chocolate's made in an ingot former with molten milk chocolate. Molten milk chocolate's made in a salt mixer with molten dark chocolate and milk. Molten dark chocolate's made in another salt mixer with molten unsweetened chocolate and molten sugar. Molten unsweetened chocolate's made in another salt mixer with chocolate liqueur and cocoa butter. Cocoa butter's made in a fluid extractor from ground cocoa nibs. Ground cocoa nibs are made in a manufactory from cocoa beans, and then chocolate liqueur, if you go back, is made in a melter with the cocoa nibs again, and then it's a nightmare. Man. And then marshmallows are made in an ingot former with liquid marshmallow, which is made in a salt mixer with hydrated gelatin. The gelatin's made in a salt mixture with water and gelatin. Gelatin's made from gelatin plates, which in a melter, and the gelatin plates are made by manufacturing raw pork chops. So you got ultimate pig farming. This
is why I don't work in food production.
Yeah, man,
Isaac, because I'd go in and it would be day one, and they'd explain that to me. And then I would quit, and then I'd go to a supermarket and just buy a chocolate bar, right? And be like, I prefer being the consumer. But yeah, okay, cool.
Right, I wonder if like Cadbury started that, just instead of making chocolate, I just go buy it, idiots.
Why didn't I just think of that this whole time? Why are we making chocolate when we can just go to the supermarkets and buy all of our chocolate and then sell it? Simples. Oh no, that's some big brain thinking, man. Some supervillain action. That's some big brain thinking.
There is a flight coin, by the way, that we can get. I don't know how far away we are from unlocking it. We need to get a nether star. Like it's called the Coin of Flight. It's made with 2 feathers, gold, and then a nether star. I don't remember how we get a nether star in this mod pack.
Do we have the nether, man?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure like in the first quest line, there is mention of the fact that there's no nether. Like it just doesn't exist, I don't think.
I see. I see what's happened here. I'm just making the water source blocks, Isaac.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Let me go to our aqueous accumulator and grab...
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah.
But we might want like a higher tier infinite water source block.
Okay, right.
Which is made with many
original
maybe like a tier 2 one if that's doable.
I think it is doable, yeah. Are we going to just put down 1 water block and feed everything that requires water? I think it's 2 machines.
It's probably best
have 1 each.
1 each.
Okay. I think it's doable. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Let me just, here we go. Right. So let me make 18 of these. All right. I've made 2 so far.
It's mostly just like water buckets, right? Which are Which
is not too bad. And I just need to make like a ton of basic plating. Can I just do that? Yeah, I can just do that. Okay, that's kind of good.
Okay. So here, the blizz powder gets combined with oxygen, makes blizz rods. Those blizz rods are then extracted up into the pulverizer. From there, they get pulverized back down into blizz powder. And that's where these caches comes in. So the snowballs, or these caches come in, I should say. The snowballs are a byproduct, which in theory we probably should be deleting, if I'm being honest. I really want this to not look horrible.
Yeah,
I really like what you've done so far, Nick, in that you've left like a 1 block gap around the edge of all the machines.
Yes.
So, I mean, it looks nice. I like it.
Yes.
I want to stay true to your, design motifs. Is that the correct terminology there? Am I using the word motif right?
Yeah. Why not, Isaac? Why not? We're staying on brand or something like that. Oh crap. Okay, right. I just need a few more basic platings. What are we out of? So we need graphite, lead.
Motif, a decorative image or design, especially a repeated one forming a pattern. Or a dominant or recurring idea in an artistic's work. Yeah, okay. The dominant idea here, Nick, is that you don't want the machines to touch the walls.
Yes, exactly. So there you go.
Yeah, we're taking it. We're calling that a motif.
Excellent. Motif. Did we ever turn this garbage back on?
What garbage is it?
Oh, no, don't worry about it, Isaac.
I have specifically, by the way, in chopping and flopping, added, a cache.
Yes.
To back up on graphite dust. I knew. Yeah.
You've saved my life here, Isaac. You've done us very well. Because...
It is currently turned off, so we're not currently making more hot graphite ingots, but we are backing up on that graphite dust.
Yeah, that's your actions, Isaac, your preemptive actions there enable us to get 2 of these bigger water source blocks. So
nice.
Well done, sir.
I was looking ahead at the quest for the fusion reactor, that requires those like electromagnets. We need 64 fusion electromagnets, and each one requires 4 advanced plating, which is made with basic plating, which is made with graphite dust. So I was like, we should definitely start backing up on that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So that's, they're very ideal. Yeah, these are almost done. Just need to get some more buckets of water. Let's just get all of these sorted. 3, 2, 1, 0. And how many do I have? 13. Just need 3 more. Number 14, number 15, and number 16. I'm assuming we have bronze. Yeah, let's do that, and let's do that. All right, I've got these bigger, better, badder, faster, stronger, harder, super compact infinite water sources, man.
Freaking Daft Punk will be on us. Actually, never mind. They're
disbanded, man. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, that means that you can all their music's royalty free, right? That's how that works.
Exactly. And we're just a what are they called? The tribute band, right? So we just play all their music, even though it's not actually them.
You a big Daft Punk fan, man?
No, not really, man.
No?
I mean, they have done some. They have produced some great songs. There's a couple of the Weeknd ones, the Bruno Mars one. I think.
But you're not a fan of like any specifically Daft Punk original songs?
No, exactly.
You don't like Get Lucky with Pharrell Williams?
Oh yeah, that was the other one I was thinking of. The one with Pharrell Williams. Yeah.
See, I knew you'd be a secret Daft Punk fan.
Yeah, but not anyone that's just Daft Punk, Isaac.
Really?
Without a accompanying artist.
So you don't like Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger?
Not the original version, Isaac.
Really?
Because it's it's good, like it's fine.
What
but
about,
it's really long and it keeps chopping itself, right?
I think it's
like it's like hero, and I'm like, oh my god.
Digital Love, you a fan?
I don't think I've heard. Well, I probably have.
You will have heard it. It's a very popular Daft Punk.
Yeah, I will have heard it. I won't.
It's a banger, man. That 2001 album, Discovery, man. I think it's got some good. I think the front half of that album slaps. Personally, yeah.
I think it slaps. All right.
I think it slaps.
I'm just gonna use my. I'll be asking Siri all kinds of questions tonight, Isaac, because I'm a cheapskate and I got the voice plan. Oh, okay. Here we go. Freaking right, what the hell needs water?
So okay, so up here, this electrolyzer needs water. I don't know. I don't think they auto eject, so I think it might be a case. And even if they do auto eject, I think to keep no, that's not the machine.
Oh no, yes,
it's this one here. So I think you put it beneath that. It's just in this gap right there. Also, why is this?
Oh, right.
why does the alloy furnace have a flux duct on top of it? Why did you bring the flux duct forward to connect the alloy furnace up?
Because the cache, right? Oh, actually, that could just come from the side, can't it? Yeah, don't worry about that. Again, that's why there's two of us, Isaac. All right.
Okay, let me move.
There we go.
That's perfect. Because look, we're making like a lovely grid here, man.
Yeah, no, I like it.
That works, works together.
It's beautiful. It's better together, Isaac.
Better together. Okay, I'll look at hooking up the actual power as well because right now none of this actually hooked up. Yeah. Well, the room we actually got it. We need to run cabling.
Oh, nice.
But yeah,
I've not been able. Sorry, you go on. I've not been able to, unless I'm doing it wrong, but I don't think I am because I did exactly what I did when I was hammering stuff. I can't vein mine this cobblestone, man. When I'm
shift, you got shift.
No, I did press shift. Yeah, shift and my usual button.
You might need to have like a hammer. Why are you just placing it down to break it again?
Oh, just to,
with the
ladders
show you, or whatever. Right?
Oh, yes, for this. Yeah. No,
sure. Yeah, I think it has to. I think only certain tools and only certain blocks can be vein mined in this pack.
Okay, I see.
Unfortunately,
I got you.
Okay, I actually don't know what goes where. But no, like I'm not a daft head or whatever they call.
No, is that
you're not a Daft Punk fans. Yeah, I'm not a dafter. But I think we got some good songs, man.
No,
I can get down with some.
Man. Yeah.
Sometimes they're a little long, sometimes they're a little repetitive, but sometimes I'm like, this is good.
That's the thing, right? A little bit long, a little bit repetitive.
Yeah, they got a few 9-minute songs, and it's like, this needs to be 9 minutes long.
I'm thinking I'm not in like some kind of like club where I'm tripping, right? Like I'm not.
That's like 58 TikToks, man. Like, come on now.
That's a lot of TikToks, man. Kids these days ain't gonna be keeping up with it. At any rate. Yeah.
That's how we measure things now. It's in TikToks. How many TikToks does it take?
Yeah, God, there's so many people on TikTok, man. It's just unbelievable.
Is that what we're calling them? Are they called TikToks? Like, I'm surprised no one's come up with like a
name for
word.
the videos.
Yeah, like calling them like Talkies or something. You know
I guess we don't call them YouTubes, do we?
No.
Although some people I know do call them that. Like old people. Like, oh, are you making another YouTube? Like, I wish, because then I'd be really rich. But unfortunately, I'm just making videos to go on YouTube. I used to call them Talks, but then I got absolutely roasted for calling it that, man.
Really?
Yeah, last year I was like, oh, you made a talk. And the person I was talking to was like, are you okay? Do you need help? And then they sent it to the screenshot to all their friends. And all their friends were like, holy crap, this guy needs to be like put away for a long time. So yeah, man. I mean, my advice is, Isaac, don't even try. Don't even try. Just accept fate. Oh dear. There we go. Okay. All right.
But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess they always do kind of just follow the vines were just called vines because they were from Vine, right? Like,
yeah.
So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, but see, if the app was called Vineyard, right, and the videos were called Vines, that would be good.
Yeah, but they don't have the forethought that like someone like Twitter had, right? To have Twitter be the name of the platform and tweets be the name.
Yes, exactly.
And they've got the little things like when you sign up, you're an egg, because you're a little bird that hasn't started tweeting yet, and it's all adorable. It's all adorable until you start using Twitter and you realize it's a mental health nightmare that you shouldn't use ever because it's horrible and bad for the planet. But they make it nice. At least
they tried with the naming, right? It's like maybe if they called it Clock Isaac, and then the videos uploaded to them would be TikToks, right? That might have worked.
It alternates. Like when you first upload a video, you're a tick, and then the next person's a talk.
Yeah, exactly. See? Why aren't they hiring us to consult for their, branding? Come on now. Come on. Oh, dear.
Okay, so the hydrogen gas stick is now in this chemical reactor at the top, the one that's going to make whatever this one's going to make. And I've also re-engaged, I believe, this... the
little initial setup from the previous room.
Exactly, yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. So that's done. So then... So this chemical reactor is now filling up with hydrogen. What's the other thing it needs?
You sound like you're eating and digesting very tasty food.
That steak you were about earlier, man. This has really got to me. Right, okay. So this is producing hydrogen, which is great. And now this chemical reactor is filling up with hydrogen, which is, also great. Now I'm trying to remember what the hell the other thing is that it needs. It's definitely nothing to do with the boric acid. Like that's finito. It's diborane. Okay. So the other thing we need is molten boron, Isaac.
Right.
So that comes from the melter, which is here.
Oh, so we need to get boron into
the melter.
Ooh.
That's the next step. And I'm assuming molten boron's a fluid, so I'll put a fluid duct there. Yeah. So, if we need like a system...
So I think what we're going to have to do is put down... well, actually, Nick, we can probably feed, two birds with one stone here. Our favorite thing to do.
I'd like to hear that, yeah.
Yeah, so I think what we can do here is I still need to automate the smelting of boron for the boron spaxel hose. I got sidetracked, getting this fluid infuser blaze powder system up running.
Yeah.
We need to get, so if you come back out into the main room.
Yeah.
Inside of don't do drugs. Which makes no sense now because there's no co-governor here, but there is a cache up at the top, right up here, and if you can see it, it's above the nullifier. I think it looks like lava. There's a cache that has 19,000 boron dust in it. We need to smelt that into boron ingots, and then I think ideally what we then need to do is put an external storage on that so our system can access it for making pickaxes on boron spaxel hose, and then we need to make an exporter to export. Although I'm pretty sure you just export boron dust, not boron ingots. I was
just about to ask, actually, can we turn boron dust straight? Can we melt that straight away?
We can, but that is going to be more... So it swings and roundabouts, right?
I know what you mean, because then we're exporting two things.
Exactly. We would need two external storages, which would be 2 diamond nuggets, whereas although it's inefficient to smelt the boron dust just to melt it back down into a liquid, it is the method that requires fewer things.
Fewer
diamond nuggets. That's the
fewer
one.
Components.
Well, fewer diamond nuggets specifically. I've already used 7 today to set up the auto crafting. We got 4 left, but yeah. Okay, don't you worry about the boron, Nick. I'll get the boron in there.
Perfect. I'll continue connecting things up. So cooking then, because food is clearly on my mind. But okay, so the next bit. So that's so that makes the diborani. So then the Di Barani is required.
Di Barani. Sounds like a luxury, like Italian brand, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, we're on theme, Isaac. Di Barani and some water. Okay.
Di Barani for men. Could be a fragrance.
Yeah, there you go. Could be. It very much could be, yeah.
Fragrance ads, man. Like, Christ.
God, oh, jeez. They are awful, aren't they?
They are. I mean, I think it's emblematic of the fact that fragrance companies have such an insane markup on their products, right? That they can afford to just waste money on the dumbest of ads, right?
Yeah, honestly. And there's always a really famous person in it. Not just like a B-list or C-list celebrity, like a really famous
It's like
person.
George Clooney, right? He's gonna be like in a one of those commercials.
Yeah.
Or like you say, or whoever's like the newest Marvel superhero will be in there.
Yeah, exactly. Like they've got Clooney. There's the Dior one, which always has what's his face, Johnny Depp in it, and he's like waving his hair about. And then there's that one, I forgot who they are. They've always got Lady Gaga in it, and she's
Right.
like singing around. And then there's the other one that's got Keira Knightley in it. Is it Keira Knightley? Am I thinking? No, it's not Keira Knightley. It's someone else. It's whoever plays Padme in the Star Wars prequels.
I've not seen the Star Wars prequels, man.
Yeah, he's not a true fan. He's not a super fan. He's not watched the prequels.
I don't claim to be a.
The prequels are the best ones.
I've not seen the original 3.
God, yeah, you've not, have you?
I've only seen the newest 3.
Yeah, you're like the 0. You're like the only person over the age of 21.
I was gonna say. I cannot be. I guarantee you, Nick. If I was to pull TikTok, I would be in the majority.
It's the TikTok generation that you're with, Isaac. So at this rate, you really might as well download it. Oh dear.
But no, I've only seen the 7, 8, and 9, man.
Hey, fair enough, man.
Okay, and I'll say, man, I thought The Last Jedi was a good film.
Don't feel embarrassed to say that, Isaac. You own it, man.
I'm not, man.
Say it with your heart.
I think The Last Jedi, it's a good film.
Yeah, good.
I'm actively watching my Twitch subscriber count go down. Like it's falling.
Isaac won't be in the top 500 Twitch earners in the next league because everyone was bloody left. Okay, this is making boric acid. Okay, all right. Now we're getting somewhere. Jeez. Well, I mean, in theory, getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're very close, I think, to getting somewhere.
And then the
we're
ammonia...
close to being close to getting somewhere.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So that goes into
ignorance is bliss. Here we go. Right, okay, this boron is almost ready.
Perfect. I'm going off a whim with these connections. I think this will work.
Right.
So the next thing, this will mix the boron, boric acid, and ammonia.
You okay? everything all right, Nick? Do I need to call someone?
I was buffering a little bit there, Isaac. Don't worry about
That's fine. We can blame it on Twitch's infrastructure.
Exactly.
Do we already have? I bet it's behind here, isn't it? Sneaky. Oh no, it's not.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
I think I've done it.
Oh, I see.
I think this will work.
Okay. That's good.
Let me just go back to the dash thing. Okay, so the hold on. Where is it going?
Okay. So Nick, I have set up a cache for boron. We are now auto smelting boron. It is being made. So now if I come in here, where do we need the boron? It's for the melter, right? Up at the top. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do... Oh, I picked that up. Do you need that? So
just whack it on the top of this
I have already returned to sender.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That is set to down, which I think is good. We don't have to move a sign there, but that's okay. And then we'll do one of these. And by that, I mean one of... Oh, no, I messed this up.
Ooh.
One of these. Beautiful. Get out
I've made a mistake here. I need to swap out this item duct for a fluid duct. There we go. And then I need to put a servo on it.
Nick, boron is being exported.
Oh, excellent. All right. Let me quickly whip up one of these. And put that there and do this. Okay, so now, so now the chemical reactor here is getting hydrogen and nitrogen.
Nice.
And then this should eventually start making
Eventually.
whatever the byproduct of hydrogen, or the thing that requires hydrogen, nitrogen, ammonia. Sorry, yeah, ammonia. So this should start making ammonia.
Okay, I'm putting speed upgrades and energy upgrades in, man.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going hard here. Well,
Yeah,
somewhat
excellent.
hard.
I think.
Yeah, so the melter, the boron's being made. The boron, look at that, Nick. Hydrogen and boron gas are together at last. In this, it's all Nick.
Oh.
It's all coming together.
Oh.
It's all coming together.
Oh.
The electrolyzer's doing its work.
Yeah.
Wait, does this chemical reactor need water? Oh, it does need water.
It does. Yeah. So this is perfectly placed. I was so happy when I noticed that was placed there. That was brilliant.
Look at that boric acid, Nick, being made.
Oh, diborane.
Look at that. Oh, so there's hydrogen gas in there for some reason. In this middle chemical reactor.
Oh, I think it's because this chemical reactor here produces both hydrogen and...
Oh, is boric acid a byproduct? Oh, okay, so that's fine. So the way you rectify this, if you open that up, the chemical reactor, in the bottom left, there's a little side configuration.
Oh,
If you click on the second output tank, which is hydrogen gas, and then just click all the red boxes until so basically it can't output anywhere.
Right. Oh, I see. So
then on the left, there's a little tank setting. If you change that, if you click it once, it should void excess.
Right. So, so am I doing this? Here we go. Disable. Tank setting, void access.
There you
go. There we go.
So now that excess hydrogen will just sit in there. In here, you can shift click if you shift left click on the hydrogen gas, it should just delete it.
Oh yes,
Look
nice.
at that.
So this should start filling up with the stuff we want.
Yeah. The only trouble here, well, I guess there's a few things. One, we should make sure this is configured. So whenever you have an electrolyzer, you want to make sure it's configured because it produces so much. So I think the trouble that's happened over here is this top left electrolyzer, you've not configured the sides. So there's probably like oxygen in that fluid duct trying to get into this chemical reactor. It's causing a problem. So I'll set this up. If you want to just delete that fluid duct
and replace it, the output one. Let me just do that. The stuff has fallen out. I need to get some height. Okay, so boom.
Okay, so now that's voiding everything that's not hydrogen, and the hydrogen should make its way down into the chemical reactor.
Nice. There we go.
Look at that. Oh.
All right, here we freaking go. We are maybe...
Now the ammonia is with the boric acid,
Oh,
Nick.
yeah, here we
Look
go.
Look at that.
Here we go.
And then we can do that. We can do one of these and one of these. Make that a little faster as well.
Yeah, get it going. And then this should go down. Into the crystallizer. Yeah, boron nitride solution.
Here we go. I'm putting 5 speed and energy upgrades in each one, Nick. Here we go.
Excellent.
Boom. Still, it's not super fast. This one, you know what? We'll do double for this one because this one's actually not using that much power.
It's like one of the end ones as well. So we want to see this. There we go.
That makes
so there it is. Hexagonal boron nitride that goes in here.
So that does want to go to the pressurizer. Okay, and then that's going to go over, and then the final stage we need hot graphite dust, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which I think we have a little bit backed up over in here. We do. We got 34. And the ability to make more should we need it. So let's drop that in there. This could also do with...
second now. Here we go.
Upgrades.
Oh, I think... No.
There it is. Look at that.
Oh, yeah,
Nick.
there it is.
Nick, we've done it. Oh, you've not moved the cache, though? Oh, no. Why would you not move the cache forward?
No, it flushes the wall, Isaac. You know, looks pretty...
Every single other machine in this room is nicely one block above the wall. Why? Move that cache.
Bring
it forward.
It's one of those characters that likes, standing against the wall with his arms crossed, right? Because he's the last one, Isaac, you know?
Oh, my goodness. All right. Nick,
oh, dear.
We've done it. This is also making water as a byproduct, which doesn't want to go anywhere and wants to be deleted. There we go. Okay. I think we've done it, though. I think we're good.
Yeah,
where are the problem people coming in? Like, what's... So, I mean, I think that the slowness, again, is just essentially down to the electrolyzers.
Yes. Yeah, I think so, too. Yeah, because these both full of water. Yes.
Oh no!
Yes.
So no, there's also another problem here. This again, because this wasn't set up right. I think there's water in this fluid duct stopping the boron nitride solution from coming
in.
Yeah.
I see.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Because now we should start getting a few more of these. We need at least 3 of these unrefined DESH to make our first pickaxe. Obviously, eventually we want to... we need at least 5, 6, 7? 7. Because a DESH pickaxe is made with 3 DESH ingots and then 2 DESH sticks, and each DESH stick is made with 2 DESH ingots. So we need 7 DESH to make our first pickaxe, Nick. Obviously, we're going to want to automate the production of DESH pickaxes. So... we want to take this DESH, we want to automate the smelting of it into DESH ingots, and then use like a cyclic assembler to, is it called a sequential fabricator? Not a cyclic assembler? We want to use a sequential fabricator to automate the production of those DESH ingots into DESH pickaxes, and then from there we can hit those DESH pickaxes against the walls to get stuff like coal, Nick, which is huge. I think we also, hold on, let's have a look. So we get hops to 2 carbon fiber, which is what we're after. So we get hops to 2 carbon fiber, tiny coal, iridium, and platinum are the things that we get. So the fact that we get tiny coal is also good, because that gives us an extra supply of coal.
Yes,
as well.
Exactly, which is ideal. And I think we can optimize this. Someone made a good point in the comments. One of these machines, I think it's one of these chemical reactors, produces hydrogen as the byproduct, which we can actually then feed in to chemical reactors that also require hydrogen, right?
Yeah, it's a little tricky. It's this one here, and the one above it requires hydrogen. So you could do something janky like, this.
Yeah.
Not obviously like, not
as
bad as I'm making it out to be, but, you could do something like that.
Yeah.
If you wanted to feed that
turbo
back around.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Let's freaking do it, man. Let's just...
I can put a servo down here. There we go. Just let me know when you've configured it.
It's configured, man.
All right, there we go.
Pull that out. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Beautiful. So yeah, I guess that's a thing that we have.
Yeah, it is.
that we can do.
We've done it. The bloody paint diagram.
Yeah, it's come to life. It's
we're live. Finally,
it's become a reality. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow!
After all this time, after all these years, Nick,
we're finally here.
Hard work and effort and dedication. We're finally here. We've made it, Nick. We're well, not quite. So we do need to, again, systems within systems within systems. I'm surprised power's keeping up as well as it is, actually. I thought power might be,
that's
take
good.
a dip.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
all right. We do need to get hop graphite dust in here automatically.
Yes.
Right? At the minute, we are not doing that.
No.
So again, it's just a case of making like another external storage, another exporter, exporting the stuff that we're making somewhere else over into here. Which again is going to be a lot easier to do now that we can get more hop graphite ingots and therefore more diamond nuggets thanks to this upcoming unrefined DESH pickaxe. But for now, Nick, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 3-minute break. And when we come back, we're going to play some more Combat Claustrophobia.